here's the thing.
Guys, make sure you hit that like button. It helps with the Aljo Sterling. No, algorithm. Also, make sure you hit subscribe because you're not following us. You're not following us. Make sure you're following us.
Now, here's the thing.
Also, answer the question at the end of the podcast. Hey, here's Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show. What's up, guys? Welcome to We Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show, but now podcast. I'm here with my husbands, and yes, there are two husbands. I'm here in studio with one of them. His name is Alec Acosta.
Hi, my name is Alec Acosta.
And guys, I got my other husband. We divorced our other one. His name was Nick the Ear, if you're familiar. He's no longer with us because we got an annulment and we married a new one. Give it up for the hipster himself.
Grandmaster.
Oh, the soundboard.
God.
Give it up for Vincent Vera, a.k.a. Grandmaster, a.k.a. Mexican martial arts in the house.
Yeah. I like he's like a mix of Vincent, a mix of Mexican martial arts, and Nick because Nick wears glasses.
Yo.
Oh, yeah. But the reflection is driving me crazy, so I should probably take those off.
Dude, Vincent, thanks for joining us. Thanks for guest hosting today. Nick could not be here because he's in Hawaii. Boo-hoo. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, well, not that I'm not looking forward to it now, but I was.
Wow. Okay. My bad for asking.
No, I was like feeling good earlier. I was looking forward to it. And then I don't know what happened. Like right at 6 p.m., I started to feel like dead. Like I needed to fall asleep. And I was like, what's happening to me? So I started eating cake. And then I ate some. What's that?
I need energy, fool, so I ate cake.
I was trying to wake up. I was eating Reese's, so I have a little bit more energy right now, so I'm feeling good.
Is this logic? I'm so tired. Oh, can I get back 5 sausages? What does that even do? Hey, man.
It's like, y'all got some tres leches? Like, fuck, I'm sleepy.
It always helps me when I'm editing, so it's a little trick I learned.
Oh, that's good.
Let me talk to my first husband right here. Alex, what is that mask you're wearing?
I don't know, but it's hot as fuck, but it's Halloween month.
Is it?
It is. So I thought maybe like every episode I'm finna dress up as something. And I got this mask. This is my favorite, honestly, my favorite mask I've ever owned before. Because you can still kind of like see my eyes really good and shit. But it is very, very hot right now in this mask.
Well, feel free to take it off at any moment during this.
I gotta go the whole show with it.
All right. There you guys have it. And then to my my new husband, Vincent, you just said you ate cake because you were tired. First of all, let's start with question 1. Why are you tired? What did you do today? Prove to me that you were actually tired.
I don't know if this has anything to do with it because I've been feeling good, but about, I don't know, almost a month ago, I'd like cold turkey stopped drinking coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And like every day, like people would tell me, stop it. I drink like 6 cups of black coffee every day because I needed to write, shoot, edit. And I was crazy. And I'd have pretty bad ups and downs. I'd be real irritable like in the evening and stuff. So I got off of it and I've been feeling great. But I don't know if every once in a while it just hits me because my body's like, hey, what's that thing we used to do? But I just felt weird today out of nowhere. So I'm not sure.
You know what? So I was having really bad heart palpitations for a while, and I found out what it was. I was drinking way too much caffeine, so I cut it cold turkey. And like I think like the first week maybe it was bad, but then after that I was kind of like used to it. But like what would really get me going, because like before workouts and shit, I would need pre-workout and all that type of stuff. I would just drink a Gatorade, and for some reason, I think like the sugar and shit, I was like, ooh, I feel good.
I would do that before I'd exercise. I'd drink a bunch of coffee and then go exercise.
Same here, dude. I don't get how Gatorade, like with all the knowledge we have now about like health, what you need for a workout, how Gatorade is still the official drink of like all professional sports athletes. It's just sugar.
It's just sugar, but that's the whole thing. It's also sodium. And the whole thing is like the sodium absorbs into your muscles to give you like hydration for your muscles, and the sugar actually...
I can't take you seriously with this mask on. You're telling me about health and science, and you're wearing this mask.
Hey, hold on. Let me get my hair in my eyes. The sugar helps the muscles absorb the sodium faster, I believe. This is why we needed Nick here, because he actually knows this shit. But I believe that sugar helps like the sodium and shit absorb into your muscles faster. So it's like the mixture of sugar and sodium. That's why it's good if like you feel dehydrated or something like that, because it kind of hydrates you a little bit more.
I was on the right track with the cake right now.
Exactly, but there's no.
So wait, is that really what your logic was? I've never heard that. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat a cake.
Like me and my friend Alex, we've been doing that for years. He's the guy that started MMA with me, from Voto Studios. Like when we're like pulling all-nighters and editing a bunch, and we're just editing for like 12 hours straight. I don't know how many. I'll take a trip to Carl's Jr. and then I'll get like two cheeseburgers, a chicken sandwich, onion rings, fries. I'll get, and then like 2 hours later, I'll go get Jack in the Box, and it just keeps the body awake. So especially if it's sugar,
Bro, you should start a health channel. Both of you should start a health channel and talk about your facts.
Yeah, we should, and we can only wear masks like this and eat food.
I would love that.
That's my favorite thing in the world. Guys, let's get to our fight recap. No cap. Vincent, did you get a chance to watch this past weekend's fight? It was a UFC fight night at the Apex with Thiago Santos versus Johnny Walker. Did you get a chance? Highlights.
Well, as I was looking at the document right now, I started to slowly realize that I think the last time we did one of these together, my answer was the same. I went through an entire fight companion, and I don't even think I watched any of the fights. I was just going back and forth with the chat. So I couldn't tell you like anything that happened like in the Alex Hernandez fight or any of the other ones. I did see the replay of, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I did see the highlights with Holland. I did see the boring main event and stuff like that. But I mean, I got like no details. I was just having fun in the chat.
That's what this podcast is about.
Every time that Vincent has a live stream, I go in it and I start commenting. And the last time I kept commenting and just like he had no response, I was like, damn, Vincent hates us, bro. I even donated $5 and nothing.
No way.
And then finally, like he was like, oh shit, we out here. I was like, damn.
You just got to throw that money in there.
I know. I was like, damn, dude. No, I think because you had your chat set to like top or something like that.
I don't know why. I need to change my default. I always remember like halfway into the stream to set it to live.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, all right, never mind.
Crazy.
My bad, Vent.
Yeah, we'll just stop donating and supporting you, I guess. Wow. Well, so we'll start with the first fight. We'll start with the main event that was deemed boring by Vincent Vera, aka Grandmaster. Well, that was weird.
Oh, he did both at the same time.
Hey, do you still have? I have to ask. Do you still have?
Wait, that wasn't a real button, right?
No,
that was actually Nick.
That was the joke, because we thought it was a button that he programmed, but Nick would just do this and go.
He was that good. He kept the same inflection and everything.
Yeah. Remember, because I hit the button and it was like, it's been a while.
And then Nick would literally do this. He'd put his finger on it and go.
Like, but the it's been a while one is on there, right?
Yeah, it's still on here somewhere, I think.
Nope.
China. Damn, boy, he thick. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We don't have it. Never mind.
Oh man,
Go back to,
I hope it's not gone forever.
Yeah,
my bad.
We don't have that.
We could always put it on there.
Add, this one.
You know who the boy is?
No, we didn't.
Do you know who the boy is?
Do more.
All right, yeah,
Anyways,
we can bring back.
What a waste of a soundboard test. Thiago Santos versus Johnny Walker. He beats Johnny Walker. Unanimous decision. We were all thinking knockout, probably. You hear those two names, you're thinking forward. Johnny Walker can do something crazy. He's not going to be reserved. Thiago Santos is probably going to just counter strike him, knock him out, or take him to the ground and choke him. Guess what? We didn't get any of those outcomes. Vincent, we'll start with you first. Why was it boring? Give me your general thoughts.
I would have to. I mean, I'm just guessing it would be a mixture between maybe, and this is giving Johnny Walker the benefit of the doubt. Maybe assuming that half of it was him just respecting what Thiago Santos is capable of and just not being too reckless. And I think the other part, and I just have to credit this to all the people I saw in the comments and in the chat, just because I don't know if I would have noticed it myself, going on and on about how is it another Kavanaugh, or is it the Kavanaugh with McGregor that's coaching him now?
No, yeah, it's the McGregor's Kavanaugh.
Wait,
that's crazy.
Kavanaugh is
he's training at SBG.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, I had no idea, and I heard people saying that, and I thought, is that the same one? But I guess they're really criticizing his game plan, and he's making him a lot more apprehensive and trying not to be reckless. But they thought, hey, that's Johnny Walker's thing. That's the one thing he has up his sleeve. You take that away, and this is what we're going to see. So I think maybe 50-50.
Dude, what if he had broken his shin in that fight? They're like, oh shit, the same John Kavanaugh. Damn. Alex, what did you get from that fight?
Yeah, I think that's why everybody thought it was boring. It's just because when you
did you think it was boring though?
It was, yeah, a little bit. It's just because when you hear those names, you're expecting fucking fireworks and like a crazy fight, people getting rocked. Like when the Dom fought Yuri, right? Like you were expecting a crazy fight, and it just wasn't that. They were point fighting each other, you know? Yeah. And it was just at the end of the day, especially what happened before that, which we'll get to, like it was just like, it was kind of a bummer ending of a main event. Like, we've had some killer-ass main events recently. You know, the week before this was Ortega and Volkanovski. Ooh. And then we go to this. And just, like, with these names, you expected something else. But
just to take the recap to a couple of weeks ago, we didn't get to talk, Vincent. Were you going for Ortega or Volkanovski?
Volkanovski.
Yeah. Hey.
I thought you would have gone with your boy.
No, Ortega. He's obnoxious. I don't know. That guy's like rubs me the wrong way.
I feel like everyone I talk to is saying that. It's like Volkanovski, honestly, after Ultimate Fighter and this, he's so likable now. Ortega came off so cringy.
Yeah.
Still a good fighter though.
He's a really good fighter. But yeah, just at the end of the day, like attitude wise, I liked Volkanovski's attitude more going into that fight.
Yeah, I know it's a weird thing to think of, but every time I encounter something online about Ortega and it's cringe and it's awkward and he's acting weird, and I always have this moment where I feel bad for what's her name? Henner and who's the other one?
Tracy Cortez?
Horion and Henner.
Yeah, because they're such good, like wholesome, nice, happy guys, and they're like, where did we go wrong? Like, this guy's such a jerk and he's so unlikable. I always feel bad for those guys because they put out such a good thing and they're so positive and happy, and this guy always seems like he has a bad attitude, and like, I don't know, it's just like they don't mesh.
Yeah, it's interesting. You wouldn't think that Ortega is not based on personality, not skill level, but you wouldn't think he was a product of the Torrance Gracie Academy just because of how they run things there and how specific they are of like how to carry yourself. It is weird. Definitely, I know that. Yeah. Anyways, let's get back to this fight. Really quick, you guys have any thoughts on matchmaking for this? What do you want to give Thiago Santos? Does he get another mid-level fighter, or does he go back to the top? Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, I think you can give him someone a little higher. Maybe like fucking Dominic Reyes. If you scroll down. Yeah, Dominic Reyes or what's his name? Anthony Smith, just because they fought. And like this fight was supposed to happen before. They fought at middleweight and Thiago finished him. So like I think that would be a cool rematch to do, especially, you know, Anthony Smith's 4, Thiago Santos is 5. It'd be a cool rematch, I think. And then for Johnny Walker, I don't know, like Paul Craig or, you know, Volkan Oezdemir, one of those guys, just because, you know, it's not like he looked horrible. It was just like, it was a close fight. So, but yeah, I think I want to see Thiago Santos and Anthony Smith because it's a rematch, and I think it would be different this time.
Yeah, I feel like if you have Johnny Walker, I say the matchmaking style should be not about like ranking and set him up, but like just give him a good like stylistic match. So where he can really just strike and have whoever that is. What do you think, Grandmaster? Yeah, keep touching your lips like that. What is wrong with you?
Oh, they're very chapped. They were making fun of me last time in the stream because they were like, "You got lipstick on or what?" My lips were burning.
What happened, fool?
I just get like, you get a little cold and you just breathe through your mouth all day, and then your lips get super chapped. I just walk around.
Shit! Hey. It's perfect that you're replacing Nick because he's a mouth breather as well too. So perfect fill in.
Yeah,
I've been telling people for the longest. Oh, what's that?
Oh, keep going.
I tell people for as long as I can remember. I don't know if it's by default or if I consciously choose to be a mouth breather because I feel like it's more efficient because you get so much more air in and out. But then people try to give me the science of like how the body works. And I'm like, no. Look at the size of these little holes and this one. It's more air. And they're like, no, you don't get it.
But instead of looking like this, you look this.
Yeah, it's like you're asking like, you look like your mouth is a vacuum for dicks. So stop doing that. And that's brought to you by
Grandmaster.
Oh, shit.
Let me fit in one more. Oh, it's a. let me fit one more thing though. Have you ever gone to sleep, like fallen asleep with breathing through your mouth?
Yeah.
It's like the most comfortable thing ever.
Low key, and then you wake up and you're just like, damn, I feel good, kind of. Like you had so much more oxygen during that sleep.
Yo, like low key for you guys, I'm fucking asleep. How do I know my mouth's open while I'm sleeping?
Because you wake up with your mouth like...
Dude,
and your pillow is soaked.
Oh shit!
Oh, what?
But
Drool.
no, because of drool. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with him.
Wait, guys.
I agree with him as far as Anthony Smith and Thiago Santos, because I think it would just be, to be honest, this is probably the division that I ignore the most. It's just not an exciting division for me. Yeah. So I think the best thing I could say about it is both guys are coming off wins, and I feel like there's real core groups of people that root for both of these guys that can never seem to get their break.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a cool fight. As far as Johnny Walker, I feel like they really need to give him a more toned down match next if they're going to keep tweaking his style. If they're going to keep experimenting, they don't want to keep giving him bigger names. So
yeah, you don't want that guy on a losing streak, because he's a good brand. He's a good brand to have. His name is Johnny Walker, and he's Brazilian. He's a striker, and he's handsome.
Someone below him.
Seriously. Is he handsome though? Like, you know, like he looks weird to me, Johnny Walker.
Okay, well, how about this? All of us go around a room. If you were to say what's considered a handsome man, choose like a celebrity, so we understand what your type is. What do you think yours is?
Mexican martial arts, fool. Hey,
that's a handsome guy. Hey, I'm gonna breathe with my mouth open all the time now.
Yeah, fool. I don't know, but like he just looks
like Brad Pitt. Is that what you're?
Yeah, like some. Obviously, that's something that's like, you know. But like when you look at him, he has like he looks almost like an alien to me. Or nah, like his head's huge. He's a fucking huge ass motherfucker.
While this guy's wearing this, he's showing all this guy's looks.
Bro, like this looks normal. Like if I was a wrestler in Mexico, you guys wouldn't be saying anything. So shut up, fool.
You know who I think is good looking in the UFC for a dude? I think it's honestly, I think Johnny Walker. I feel like women love him because the way he looks, his like physique, and also fucking Aaron Pico. That guy, dude. Yeah, Aaron Pico, bro. Vincent, who's the sexiest man alive in the UFC? And this means that you're gay. If you answer this, go ahead.
Bruce Buffer. I didn't want to answer too fast.
Oh, he liked them old.
Oh, he liked them old.
When they got them chap lips.
I just want to share that wardrobe.
Oh, that's true. Hey, he got some suits on.
I swear to God, the guy wears like the most expensive clothing ever. All right, guys, let's get to the next fight. The co-main event: Holland versus Dalkos. There was a headbutt that happened in that fight, and then Kevin Holland lost. I believe it's a no contest now. But where do you think, how do you think the UFC and even the audience perceives this? Do we see this still as a loss for Holland? Because even he said, you know what? I lost the fight square and fair. Is it square and fair?
There you go.
I lost the fight circle and okay.
Oh, shit.
Is it fair and square or square and fair?
Fair and square.
I like square and fair. I like square and fair.
I like the fair, square and fair.
I like square, fair, circle, triangle. Yeah, what do you guys think? Vincent, what do you make of that? Is that it's a no contest, obviously, but do you think the UFC perceives this as a loss? Like, do they give him the next fight thinking that he won that fight, or is this, oh, he's on a 1-fight losing streak or whatever? 2 fight now, 3.
Do you know what's spookier than seeing a black cat on Halloween? It's shaving your balls with anything other than Manscaped. When it comes down to below the waist grooming, there's no need to carve your pumpkins this Halloween because Manscaped is here to upgrade your grooming experience. Go from a bite-sized candy bar to a king-sized candy bar. Enjoy 2 million men worldwide by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code WEOUTHERE.
Wow, I'm gonna just tell you a straight up scary story that happened last year. I actually lied. This actually happened last night. I don't know why I was trying to hide it and push down my trauma, but actually I was walking down the street, one night, and yeah, keep doing that. And then I was all alone, and I heard a little breathing. Then I heard a cat screech. I look around, I turn around, and I see Jason. And he's about to kill me. Then I'm like, wait, let me show you my pubes. And then he sees a giant bush and goes, oh, nah. Nah. I'm like, wait, you don't want to kill me? And he says, nah. And I realize I got to take care of this bush or no one's ever going to kill me on Halloween. So guys, make sure you get the Performance Package 4.0. Inside, you find the holy grail of men's grooming items. They made it easy for you to upgrade your grooming routine. It's a full moon out and the werewolf and Jason there, and your pants howling. It's time to tackle that problem with the Lawnmower 4.0. Guys, if I had the Lawnmower 4.0 and I shaved my pubes, I would have died. I would have been the star of this movie. But guess what? I didn't. Alice, why don't you tell us a little more?
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code WEOUTHERE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code WEOUTHERE at manscaped.com. Say trick or treat to your beautiful new Halloweeny with Manscaped. back to the show.
We're all human.
Great.
There's no way that anyone is gonna mentally be able to get past the fact that we all witnessed Holland tap out.
Mm-hmm.
That happened.
It happened.
He shouldn't have done that.
Also, you're a hater. I forgot you hate Holland.
I was like, damn, he getting serious about this.
Joking, I realized.
We out home, man.
Yeah.
He like closed his eyes for a second, took a break. I was like, damn, I feel kind of like I'm learning something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, keep in mind, Vincent does not like Kevin Holland. I do remember this. So now continue your thought.
I'm the guy that was trying to steal that car earlier.
So
shit.
Okay, don't give away our news story.
We can edit that out, I guess. So, you know, I would like, it's always fun to see a little bit of drama, to see something that you didn't expect happen, take place, and then be like, oh, that was crazy. Okay, they'll run it back. We'll see. I don't mind that at all. So if, and something that I was looking for in the replay, I was hoping that it would look bad enough that there could, you know, I could turn it into a conspiracy and be like, that guy did the headbutt on purpose. And look how he turned his foot that way and tried to fake it and make it looks so accidental. I mean, it was obviously an accident. So, you know, it was nobody's fault, but I just feel like even though we feel like we can logically say he was hurt, that was completely unfair because I'm sure you saw it. They replayed it enough. You see his eyes roll back and everything. He was out. He actually got knocked out. So it is completely unfair of me to say that he should have got back up and fight as if he never got knocked out and not tapped out. But that's why I said it doesn't matter all the logic in the world. We're human, and we saw him say, I'm done. I give up. So to say, yeah, let him run it back again. He didn't lose. It's like, but my eyes saw him tap. I can't get over that. Wow. And I just want him to have a heart of a warrior. I would be like, Khabib wouldn't have tapped.
Heart of a warrior? Get the
Grandmaster.
Oh my God, this guy. Alex.
So I feel like even if you're a Holland fan, you're like, yeah, give it to him. And when you're alone in your room and like everything's wrapped up for the day, it's like, you saw him tap. He didn't come through. I don't know. It's like he wasn't there for you, fan. So why are you going to be there for him now?
Wow.
Well, I felt like he was there for me. Yeah. My whole thing with that is
rebuttal.
No,
Rebuttal.
It's just, it makes sense. Like, if he feels like he lost, that's cool on him. You know, he doesn't have an ego about it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, there was nothing else in that fight that made Kyle Dawkins, to me at least, like, Kevin Holland was doing good defending the takedowns. Mm-hmm. He was good standing up. He was making the space to get out of those breakdowns and get out of the clinch. And then that happened. So to me, if it was like more like Dawkins was beating the shit out of him the whole entire fight, and then that happened and he tapped him out, be like, all right, well, you know, that shit was probably going to happen anyways. Yeah. But I mean, they both did get headbutted though. You know, it wasn't just Dawkins headbutting Holland. Holland, you know, they clashed both heads. It's just the blunt force of, you know, Kevin throwing a hook, falling forward, and that guy coming up from like a feint down and just his whole head hitting in, you know, his head. It's just so much. It's just so, like, it's so bad. And you've seen it time and time. People can fight. You know, they get rocked really bad and they'll sit there and just swing and do whatever. And like the ref will stop it and they'll still keep swinging and like fall over and shit. When you're rocked that hard, bro, there's no coming back from it. And if you have someone else that's not that rocked, that's still fresh. That was like the first round, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
They're still fresh and everything like that. Of course, like honestly, it should be easy for you to finish that fight. And he did. But I do think that it happened. Even if he was going to finish him in the fight, I think the reason why it happened so fast was because of that headbutt. But yeah, I mean, if Kevin Holland feels that way, then yeah, I mean, he feels like he lost and it should have been a loss. But I'm cool with it being a no contest. Just let him run it back. You know, let him take 2 weeks off, let him run it back. My whole thing about it was if Kevin Holland was getting beat the fuck up the whole fight, then I'd be like, who cares? Like, you know, he tapped out. He was getting beat up anyways. Who gives a fuck? But
Vincent,
it was pretty easy. I mean, it was pretty even, I should say.
And even though I love and appreciate Alex.
Did your chair just break? Did your chair just break? What happened?
No, I'm getting animated. I just want to, I have to do a brief rebuttal again as well, just to keep things interesting. I do wonder, like, after his last 3 fights, I mean, in my eyes, all 3 losses in a row, I would think, like, one of the fights we could say...
He's bringing out the pad!
we could say like, oh man, he lost that fight, but it wasn't his fault. DC was commentating too loud and he distracted him and he got in his head. And then the next fight, you know what? Khabib was at that one and he was talking, he was looking at him. Oh, but this one, he got an accidental head. Like, what's going to be next? Like, his shin broke in half. It's not his fault. Let's give him how far are we going to take this?
But were those excuses for the last one?
No, they weren't. And guess what? I'm going to say you get a pass. And they don't need this kind of energy from you.
Bro, you almost made me take my mask off right now too, bro.
You say
Dick Clo, and I'm sweating like a motherfucker in this bitch. One day,
your brand new car you just bought for your family gets stolen, and then Kevin Holland's about to help you out, and he looks at you like, that's a guy who talks shit about me. You know what? Lit is a new Accord gets stolen. And that's on you, man. That's on you, Grandmaster.
And then you have to subscribe to his only feed.
Yeah, you get Kevin's black only feet, dude. You have to follow that.
Hey, his toenails are dirty as fuck, bro.
Or they can be really clean.
Nah, they
can be really clean. Anyways, there we go. You guys got it there. You got the truth from the Grandmaster. His real emotions about Kevin Holland. I hope he doesn't.
He sounds like me when I talk about Connor, huh?
Yeah, kind of. He also talks about Connor that same way.
That's true, actually. Yeah, we both hate Connor.
Would you guys wait really quick? Sidebar. Name your top 3 fighters that you hate in order. Like number 1 being obviously the worst. You first. Connor, 1. Right.
Connor, Colby,
and Kevin Dawkins.
No. I actually like Kyle Dawkins, and I like his brother. Actually,
I said Kevin, his brother.
I like him. Chris Dawkins. Probably Alexander Hernandez.
Who's Kevin Dawkins then?
I have no idea. I don't think there's a person alive named Kevin Dawkins, but
I just made that up.
Yeah.
All right, what's yours, Vincent? I'm gonna say, let me guess: Connor, Holland, and Ortega.
Adesanya.
I forgot about that. Shit.
Connor and Amanda Nunes.
I didn't know about Amanda Nunes. Wait, tell me about the Amanda Nunes. I didn't know that part.
It's just like this primal. I don't know. I could have never even seen her fight, and I'll just see her at Target and be like, I don't like her. I don't know. People have asked.
She wears a mask like mine, huh? That's why he hates me today and wants to rebuttal everything I said about Kevin Holland. Because this reminds him of Amanda Nunes.
No, and honestly, what it is, and this is the fact, and you can't rebuttal this. I think it's you don't support same-sex marriage, and that's fact. And we're stopping
Master.
You can't rebuttal that. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. It's so funny though. Your actual list of fighters you hate the most is Nick Dunn's favorite list of fighters. Like straight up. That's like Nick's top 3. No joke. And he's not here to defend himself. That's whatever. All right. Oh, Alex, did you want to talk about another fighter you hated really quick before we move on?
Yeah, Alexander Hernandez won a fight that he should have won, and hopefully he did. It was a last minute replacement from a guy that was on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series.
Yep.
So, he should have won that fight. He did. He knocked him out in the first round. I even said it on the last week's episode. I'm not a fan of him, but I think he's going to win, and he won. So congrats to him, I guess.
You guess? Wow.
I guess. Cool. You ain't beating anybody else.
All right, guys. Well, let's move on to our We Out Here morning. That's enough.
My bad. We made a soundboard, so I don't have to do it every time.
That was so long, though. Guys, we just alluded to this. We're going to talk about Kevin Holland stops car thief. Vincent, I mean, you know about the story a bit. I mean, even though you hate the guy so much for being a good Samaritan. Kevin Holland was recently on an MMA Hour, and he was talking to Ira Hawani that before he jumped on, he basically stopped a car theft. He was... I think in a neighborhood, he saw someone driving away. He decided to chase the guy in his own car. The guy swerved, almost hit a tree, I believe. He walked out with a mug for some reason, maybe to offer him coffee or get ready to smash his face with it. And then he apprehended the guy with, inshallah, Khabib's scarf hold until the cops came. What do you have to say for that, Vincent, about this Good Samaritan? Or is he just full of excuses?
Or did he set this up?
Did he set this conspiracy up?
We're all human.
Oh my God. Here we go.
I had to do quite a bit of research, and I spent a good portion of my morning working on this story. I had a gut feeling that it was at least in the realm of possibility. You know, we got the Jake Pauls and all this out here, the Dylan Dennises, Brendan Schaub. I thought there's at least a possibility that this was staged. that maybe Kevin Holland was trying to.
I'm listening. Keep going.
That maybe he was trying to come back. I mean, let me check his thing again. It's 1, 2. No, it's 3 losses in a row now. After all these losses,
there it is.
After I was, I wouldn't. It's not out of the realm of possibility that he'd want to redeem himself outside of the octagon, because looking at the rankings here, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it inside of the octagon. And then
there it is.
Not only that, I mean, it's street cred. How can you say no to street cred? He could come back and fight some other guy that, just came over from Bellator and maybe feel good about himself, or he can get himself some street cred and be like, no rules, no refs. This is a real fight. I saved someone's vehicle. And not only that, when the owner of the vehicle and his friend ran over and they were going to start soccer kicking the guy in the head, then I was going to fight them too. I don't know if you saw that in the article. At one point he said he was going to fight that guy because he wanted to start kicking the other guy in the head. Oh, wow. So now he just looks like a tough guy. He's a hero. I don't know, but then I dug further and it looked like he was real. So
hey, my man's a hero. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Kevin Holland stopping this little stupid ass motherfucking thief trying to steal a fucking bar in his neighborhood.
Or conspiracy.
Hey, if anything, that conspiracy, that shit look hella tight, but like, good job.
There is a precedent for this that I just remembered though.
What?
Anyone else that we could think of that can't seem to win fights anymore, but stops car thieves?
Derek Lewis.
Did Anthony Smith too? Not cars, but did he?
No, someone broke into his house.
Oh, okay.
But hey, you don't like Derek Lewis?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you like any UFC fighters?
Hey, do you like any African American UFC fighters? Is my question. Because he hates Derek Brunson.
He hates Derek Brunson.
He hates the doctor that fights for his daughter's surgery.
What's his name?
Darren Stewart. He hates Kevin Holland. He hates Derek Lewis.
Watch this. Who's your favorite rapper?
He hates Israel Adesanya.
His favorite rapper is only Eminem. So specific.
MGK, you mean?
MGK.
I actually like Derek Brunson.
Oh, you do? Okay.
He's picked Derek Brunson. He does like Derek Brunson.
All right, cool.
Only when his hair's blonde, because
because it's more like white people.
It's more like very Hitler-like.
At least he's trying,
He's making an attempt. Have you guys ever been in a situation like this? Have you guys ever been in a situation where you could stop something very similar to this, like an altercation with the person, but you guys are like, I don't want to be involved? Because I want to hear what you guys say first. Have you?
I don't think so, honestly. Where someone's stealing a car or something, I don't think so.
Have you, Vincent?
The only thing that I could even come close to relating to is when I was like in school and some bullies were trying to beat up one of my friends and I went over and helped my friend, but like not real life stuff.
Yeah.
Well, guys, guess what?
You know who the boy is?
I'm your boy right here.
Oh, shit. What'd you do?
I think I've told
Video games don't count. Grand Theft Auto don't count.
Damn, man. I got 5 stars. And I brought them down to 1 star.
He's like, then I went and hid and everything went away, fool, and I was good.
I did the cheat code for the rocket launcher. No, this was back in Chicago. I think I was like in my early 20s. And I'll even be very transparent. The person I stopped was clearly under 18. He was a kid. He was like, but we were the same size. It was Chicago. I was on the train station driving back. I'm sitting on the subway, and then this lady's on her phone. Some kid basically takes her phone and runs off right when the door is open. She's like, "Oh my God, my phone!" And my initial instinct was like, just looking at everyone. No one's doing anything. It's kind of that thing when something happens, no one does anything. So I was just like, "Fuck, I should get the phone." So I drop all my groceries, chase this kid all the way throughout the station. He goes to show that he tries to basically run to the other side of the platform, to jump into the other train, so it goes the opposite way. And what is it? There's a guy at the end of the station, a security guard. He takes out his taser and starts going, zzz, zzz, zzz. He's like, oh shit. So he turns around towards me. Everything goes slow motion. He's running towards me. So I jump and do a flying knee. In my mind, I think it looks cool, but I think it's really just me flopping at him. And I land on top of him. And this is from just watching UFC. Hey.
Goosebumps.
You know who the boy is?
Goosebumps.
Dude, I fly at the guy. I go on top of him and basically I just sit on him. And here's the thing. I felt bad. It was a kid. You can tell it's like it was just a troubled kid. They called the cops. And what I didn't like is the 2 ladies that had their phones stolen came over and they were saying some very racial epithets towards him. And I was like, I'm about to let this kid up because the ladies are pissing me off.
I actually, I did, when I worked at Best Buy, the last store I worked at, I was asset protection. So I had to catch people stealing all the time. So if you think about it, I'm actually a hero.
Guys, give it up for Alex. Worked at Geek Squad. Never stopped one thing there. Okay.
No, I didn't. I worked asset protection. I used to catch people stealing all the fucking time. It was the greatest feeling in the world. And this one guy was talking shit to me one time, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll see you when you get off." I was like, "Please, bitch, I get off at fucking 9. I'll be waiting right in front."
He's like,
"Bitch, never showed the fuck up."
Yeah, because his shift started at Best Buy. It was your coworker. We get it. Vincent, have you? The funny, not a funny thing, but me and Alex both worked at Best Buy. Have you ever worked at a Best Buy? I'm just curious. Or any
at Best Buy? No.
Damn.
Hey, have you ever worked at Bub Better?
Technically, I guess. Yeah.
But better. Where's that shirt? Where's that shirt?
Yeah, that's a shirt, right? I said that right.
The whole thing came off. It's just a black shirt now.
But better.
But better. All right, guys, let's get to our next news story. Dan Hooker is matched up with Islam Makhachev for UFC 267. Due to the lockdowns in New Zealand, his return home may not happen until the end of the year. Dude,
Crazy.
homeboy just fought. And apparently Alex was telling me, I believe, who dropped out with Islam? It was
RDA.
RDA dropped out. Dan Hooker is taking the fight. So it means he's not going to go home. He's going to just stay in the States and then fly over to Abu Dhabi and take this fight, which means that he has to wait, like, what, 6 more weeks?
Yeah, it's insane. Real quick, everybody, just real quick, round of applause for Dan Hooker.
Let me guess. Vincent's going to be like, I'd like to rebuttal that. Dan Hooker is not a real fighter.
Hey, bro, that's a G move right there, bro. He's trying to make money to provide for his family. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so he has to stay away from his whole family for about 6 months now, just so he can fight. But the whole thing is, you got to appreciate it because he doesn't give us boring fights. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker comes in there, he fucking fights his ass off. He's taking a hard fight, too, on short notice. This isn't no easy fight. Islam Makhachev is what a lot of people are saying is going to be the champion of the world, of the United States, of Germany or wherever. Dagestan. And, you know, to me, it's a boss move. I feel bad for him, though, because, even when I don't see my mom for like a month and a half, I start like getting even more depressed. So imagine not being able to see like your wife, your kids and shit like that. That shit sucks. But
and that's a big
shout out to him.
Like what you were talking about, because I know in the past in interviews he's talked about not even. I thought he was going to retire, honestly, because the sole reason of not being away from his family. Mm-hmm. So that's a crazy sacrifice. So good to him, and hopefully he wins that fight. I know everyone here is probably pro-Islam, except pro-Islam Makhachev.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to be because I'm a huge fan. But man, it would be dope if Dan Hooker can pull that one off. I would actually be pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dan Hooker on that. Vincent, you got kids and a wife. Have you ever been away from them? Like, what's the longest period of time you've been away? Or has it kind of been like, I know you guys are a younger family, so has it been like always together?
I think the longest time I spend away from them is during the Fight Companions.
Okay.
But it's also like 18 hours long.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
it's like, guys, we're gonna do a prelims fights.
He tells the kid, wife, "Hey, there's a fight. It's gonna be 3 days, so I got to do a fight companion."
It's like, that's in Vegas. That's so confusing. But yeah, what do you think of this? Dan Hooker taking the Islam fight. Maybe you can just give us your pick for that.
Yeah, especially you like giving me the perspective of my family and how I would feel about that and how I look at it. I guess I would say that I think if Dan Hooker really did love his family, he'd stay home.
Exactly, and that's the real answer right there.
But he's fighting for money to provide for his family.
He's selfish. He wants to hang out with the boys.
Hey, low-key, it looks hella fun, though, when they're hanging out right now, huh? I'm like, damn, I want to go hang out with y'all. Invite me.
Wait,
fuck.
What are they doing?
They're like at the Raiders games. They're like shooting and shit, brother. You know, it's food. I'm like, where the invite at, blood?
And his kids are at home crying.
See, when you guys were talking about this, I was like, he's just trying to get himself a vacation. It reminds me of that scene from Walk the Line where Johnny Cash is like, what do you want from me? I write the songs. And she's like, I want you, John. That's like the same thing with Dan Hooker. He's like, I got to go all the way and hang out at the Raider game.
Hey, real quick.
And scene,
real quick, Vince.
Dude.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Bro, I thought you were fist bumping me. Now it was awkward.
No, but goosebumps. We both got goosebumps from that performance right there.
Hey, no one clipped that where Alex was saying goosebumps and I tried to fist bump him because that was embarrassing on my end. But also, as a fellow actor, and I know you said you used to do commercials, but you kind of like retired a bit. Yeah, I think you could be a star in this industry, kid. That the emotions you pulled out of that were amazing.
It sounded like Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder.
Okay, minus the fact that you went, a certain direction with your choice, I still felt the emotion of a Joaquin Phoenix, and I appreciate that about you and your acting.
I've seen the movie too many times, so thank you.
I've never seen that one.
You should watch it. It's good.
I thought Walk the Line was the one with like the guy from Step Brothers.
Oh, that's Walk Hard.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Walk Hard. That's what
Completely two different tones of films.
Hey, my bad.
The same.
I've had The Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption on repeats on my mind. Kind of weird.
Dude, you like The Green Mile?
Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption are in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Hey, is this a pretty good Green Mile?
I swear, I didn't touch nobody, sir. I didn't touch no girl.
Who's that?
And our next fight news, we're
Michael Clark Duncan impression. Very good. Wait, am I thinking of the wrong movie?
No, you're thinking about the right movie. It just it didn't sound like it.
It is on Michael Clark Duncan?
It is Michael Clark Duncan, but you did not sound like him, Mr. Boss Man.
All right, guys. Next piece of news. There you go. Jon Jones posts a bizarre video of him and his fiance after the Las Vegas incident. Just to recap for everyone, I'm sure, Vincent, you have been following this well, and I can't believe you haven't done a video on this yet.
I didn't see it. I'm shocked now. I want to watch it.
Go look up the video on your right now while we're watching on silent. But you know what's happening with Jon Jones, correct?
Oh yeah.
You should
same old thing.
You gotta do a conspiracy video on that. That's fun. Anyways, we don't need to recap that. He got in trouble. He did shit in Vegas. Cops were called to the hotel. Wife had a bloody lip, but it was from a Vincent situation where her lips were dry. That's what she said, even though questionable. And her hair was pulled by her husband, Jon Jones, but did not press any charges. Anyways, cut to the weekend after that. Jon Jones, he posts on his Instagram.
Yep.
Was it Instagram? I think it might have been taken off, but
story. Oh no, it was just a post. I think it was a post.
Yeah. It was a video of him and his wife smiling, and it's something about like what did it say?
No, it was a story, and then it had like a song like "We will always be together," la da, and then they like kiss each other all intimately.
Yeah. Also, okay, yeah, read it.
Yeah, and I will stay with you. Okay, I will stay with you through up the ups and downs.
That's basically, it's him kissing his wife, and everyone's like, blink twice if you're in a terrible.
Because here's the thing: there's only one person in that car that has a seatbelt on.
Who is it?
Jon Jones' wife.
Jon, he's not wearing a seatbelt,
and he's like, "We're gonna be together. Kiss me right now for this video."
Yeah, it's scary, guys. Anyways, what do you guys make of this?
I don't know. It's like, it's weird because, you know, like I said on the last episode, it's hard for me because I was such a huge Jon Jones fan,
biggest Jon Jones
for a long time. But after these last things, you know, I just can't be anymore because I give Connor so much shit about, you know, the shit that he did. I can't condone this, but you know, I'm sure, you know, if they're good. Hopefully they are good, but still, no matter what, that's not going to change how I feel about it. But it's like, you know, sometimes when we touch the honesty is too much, I have to close my eyes and hide.
Yeah. Vincent, what do you think?
I
mean, you can just also give us your take on the whole.
Hey, my boy flabbergasted right now.
Something like this. We're all human.
I think it's like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to put it out there, but I feel like it's going to end bad. I don't know if this is just like, I don't even know what to call it, early onset CTE or something, but just like what we're hearing is just such a crazy, like a switch. Like it's just, I mean, unless he's just at any given time, such a psychopath and just like Ted Bundy, just able to turn it on at will. It's either that, because man, when he wants to, he'll be the most, you know, this is for lack of a better word. I'd rather not use this word right now, but my brain's tired. He'll come up across as charming and articulate and friendly and kind. And it's like, wow, who's this guy? Yeah. And then just like that, he's another person. So it's like, either it's an intentional act or there's something he doesn't even have control of, because you hear and see this other stuff, like when he got pulled over and he's like crying and begging the officer, you almost feel bad for him. It's like, I don't know who's who. And then I think we all kind of know people in situations like that, sure, whether it's relatives or people we went to school. And it's like, we know how that goes. My neighbors are like that. They'll be sitting in the front yard and playing with the dog and the kids, and they're the happiest people. And then the other day the cops were here. He climbed through the window, cut his leg all up. There's blood all over the place. And I heard her, that's the only way he's going to learn. And he comes back, they're in love again. Like, we know the story and they never end well. So I'd be very interested to see if they watch these. That'd be funny. But,
Sorry, Alex farted while you were talking. It was.
Oh, that's what that was?
I was like, where did that come from? But yeah, Vince, I agree with you. That we do know that person. A lot of us know that person. They just need to get some help.
Yeah, you weren't on last week, but that's kind of like what I was saying was like, it sucks because, if this happened like this, that it's happening. It's not just like a one-time thing, especially because of his history. So you feel bad because it's like, I was saying in the sense of like, maybe this would be good for them because maybe this was like the way for her to actually finally get out of this. But it looks like, she claims he didn't hit her. And if he didn't hit her, maybe that's why she's still there with him, but
yeah,
it's kind of hard for me to believe that when his history with all of his stuff and his drugs and drinking and shit, and then this shit happens, you feel like this shit has to be happening more than not, rather than not,
Yeah, I agree with you. But at the same time, it's also like, look, not my business. I don't know their lives. I don't know what they talk about, so I can't sit too far and judge.
Exactly, and I don't wish anything bad on him because he's still one of the greatest fighters to ever walk the planet Earth.
I feel like you guys are both saying you like woman beaters right now.
And guess what? You're right.
Okay.
So that was weird. Why did you stop the podcast to call that out?
He's like, we're all human.
You thought you could reverse this on us, and guess what? We reversed it on you, sir. And I love you for that. Check out Vincent's OnlyFeed, guys.
Oh shit!
And a couple quick fight announcements. I think I want to just talk about one of these really quick and get you guys' picks. Corey Sandhagen is fighting Petr Yan. Aljamain Sterling pulled out. We also have a Sean O'Malley fight versus guy I do not know. And also Darren Elkins versus Cub Swanson. But let's talk about the first one. I just want to get your quick pre-pick for the fight down the line. Corey Sandhagen versus Petr Yan.
I'm so hyped for this. I don't know if you guys remember. I thought Sandhagen won the TJ Dillashaw fight. Yeah. So honestly, I feel like he earned this fight. That fight is a fucking banger, and it's way better of a fight.
Burner? Is it a barn
It's
burner?
a fucking barn burner. It's a way better fight than Aljo and Petr Yan would be. You're gonna see a striking fucking phenomenon in that fight, I believe, and it's gonna go back and forth for a very long time. I think we got blessed with this fight, and I think, honestly, Corey Sandhagen earned that fight, so I'm excited for that.
I like that. Vincent, who do you got for this future fight?
Jan.
Wow. This guy loves the Europeans, bro, I swear.
And it's such a good fight, though, and Jan could, just go in there and do work. It's such a good fight.
Ask me who I pick.
Gilbert, who do you have for Petr Yan versus Corey Sandhagen?
Aljamain Sterling. It's all a trick. You guys are so stupid. Wow. He's doing this to throw everyone off. And last minute, he's like, yeah, let's do it. Run it. Take him down. He's not going to gas Alec last time. He's going to be the champion forever. You guys suck.
Goosebumps.
All right, guys, let's go. Whoosh. Oh, was it a fist bump or goosebumps?
Goosebumps.
Oh, damn.
There you go.
Guys, let's get to our quick picks with Alex Acosta and Vincent Grandmaster Vera, aka Mexican Mixed Martial Arts.
Grandmaster.
Guys, we have a fight this weekend on ESPN Plus at the UFC Apex, one of the most popular locations for fight nights these days.
Yeah.
We have a women's strawweight fight for our main event. My girl, who I think will be champion very soon, Mackenzie Reborn Dern versus Marina Rodriguez. Vincent, let's start with you. Who do you like for this fight? And just before you choose, just to give the audience some information, Mackenzie Dern's been on a really good win streak. She found a new found like a new motivation, and she's just so much more disciplined, hasn't missed weight. She's on another level. I think she's really leaning into her jiu-jitsu. She's awesome. But also Marina is a very, very, very good fighter. Vincent, tell us, who should we pick for this? What do we bet our money on?
Mackenzie Dern.
Why? I like it. Why?
I got sucked into the hype years ago, and I just haven't been able to get out. I have to be honest.
Great take, Alex.
I'm too authentic.
We're all human.
And then follow it up with what?
And we've seen it with our own eyes.
You might know relatives or cousins or friends.
Honestly, though, I do think Mackenzie Dern's going to take this. I think she's doing better. Her striking's improving. She has that, that thing in her back pocket, her jiu-jitsu. She can always use it, and she will always be better than almost everybody in that division. Do I think that she beats Valentina? Not at all, but I think that she wins this fight, and I think she does it in a spectacular fashion, which is jiu-jitsu, because Marina Rodriguez is a good striker, but she's not known for her ground game. So Nina Nunes is really good, and Mackenzie Dern made quick work of her. That impressed me a lot. So I think that she's gonna walk away with this fight.
I like that commentary. That deserves one of those. Ditto's what Alex said. Mackenzie Dern all day. I think she's gonna be a future champ. She's gonna beat Valentina. I'm sorry if I said it.
I don't agree with you on that.
But also, she's gonna be 115 champion. So whatever. Welterweight fight. We got Randy Brown versus Jared Gooden.
I'll do this quick.
Yeah, I'm actually not too familiar with Jared Gooden, so maybe you can give us some.
Jared Gooden's he came off I believe the Contender Series. He's won a couple. He has really good knockout power. He fought Alan Joban. Remember he fought Alan Joban. Yeah. That was Alan Joban's last
retirement fight. Yeah.
Yep, Alan Joban won. He's good. But Randy Brown is just, to me, is just a complete fighter. He's really good striking, really good jiu-jitsu. I think Randy Brown takes this fight in a decision.
Vera, what do you got?
Randy Brown, he follows me on Instagram. You follow me, I'll root for you for life.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, bro, then why, as our guest host, you didn't have him be our fighter interview for this one?
Our what?
Our fighter interview. Why didn't you invite him on?
You guys do fighter interviews?
We do them all the time. We had Devin Clark on recently.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we also had Cowboy Cerrone.
No.
Oh, yeah, we did. Do you know who the other fighter? We have 3 fighters. So Devin Clark, Cowboy Cerrone. Tell me who the third one was.
Kevin Holland.
Is that on your membership page?
No, we cut 15-minute interviews into certain episodes.
No way.
Yeah, hey, Vince, it's okay.
It's fine.
We're all human.
We're all human. Yeah, we're gonna make sure we're stealing that from you since we're all human.
No, we've had Devin Clark on so far.
No, but dude, okay, when you guest host again, let's get Randy Brown on. Like it. And you know what? Who I'm winning in this fight? Randy Brown. Why? Because one of my favorite movies is Cool Runnings, and I always vote for the Jamaican fighter and athlete.
That is such a good movie, though.
It still holds up. I watched it recently. Yeah. Holds up. So
does Grease.
Does it?
Yeah.
You know what? How about Heavyweights? Have you guys seen that?
It's got groove, it's got meaning.
Heavyweights, bro. Authentic Ben Stiller.
Crazy is the time, is the place.
We moved on. We've moved on to Heavyweights, bro. All right, guys. We have Randy Brown going for you. Have you not seen Heavyweights?
I don't think so. Is that has what's his name? Ben Affleck or now Ben?
Yes, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
What's his name?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Affleck, dude. I want to see a remake of Heavyweights with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Let's get to our flyweight fight. We have Tim Elliott versus Mathieu Nicolau. I'm gonna go with Tim Elliott. What do you think?
I'm always been a Tim Elliott fan for a long time. If y'all don't remember, he won the Ultimate Fighter, got to fight DJ, and gave DJ actually a pretty tough fight. And after watching him on the Ultimate Fighter and shit, I was a big fan. I always go for Tim Elliott, so I think Tim Elliott will win this fight.
He's a vet. He's also a vet. Blink 182. What do you think? Also scratch your face louder,
bro. That was.
It sounded like you were.
Oh my!
Peeling your skin off.
That was so loud, actually.
Like,
my mic is so good.
Dude,
I know.
You see Vincent,
I was like, damn, you good? He's bleeding everywhere.
I heard this. He's like, I use Manscaped with my hand.
Hey, you just shaved yesterday, huh?
Yeah, it's a weird, itchy. Yeah.
You can handle. What do you got, Vincent?
I'm gonna go with the majority and say Tim Elliott. I don't think I've ever seen either of these guys fight, so I'm gonna trust you on this one.
That's a good pick. All right, next fight we got a women's flyweight fight. We got Sabina Mazzo versus Maria Agapova. I'm gonna just say right now, Agapova I think lost her last fight, but that girl can strike and she's fun.
Yep.
And she's dope. So I'm gonna go with her. Alex?
Yeah, people look at her as the bigger Joanna. She has kind of like that same stance and everything. But Sabina Mazzo is really good. She's game. She has good striking. She trains at Kings with like Rafael Cordero.
So she's
and
also
shit.
a striker.
She's really good. Yeah.
So we're gonna get probably a stand up fight.
Yeah, that most likely. And I think honestly though, I do think Sabina wins this fight. She just has more experience. She's fought top level people. She's been in the UFC longer. I think she's gonna win this fight by decision.
Vincent, break the tie. You got one for Agapova, one for Mazzo, and also
I have to go with Sabina. I think it's such a cool name. It's like Sabrina, but more concise. It's more efficient.
Oh,
so
they just take.
I respect that.
You know what? Damn, I kind of want to change it for that reason alone. I like that.
It's bold.
Guys, our last fight. that we're gonna tell people what to pick is our middleweight fight between Phil Hawes, who's like an OG wrestler, been in the game for a while. People love him, versus Darren Nguyen. His last name has Nguyen. Darren Nguyen. He also has last name Nguyen, so think about that in your pick. Vincent, we'll start with you first, so you can set the tone for this.
I'm gonna have to go with Darren. Is that Darren? Because he does not appear to have a neck, and I think he's a tough dude. I think that tells us all we need to say right there.
Yeah, baby.
But they both don't got necks though. Alex, what do you think?
Shout out to Darren Nguyen. Here's why I'm picking him. Number one,
Shops are super rare.
Shout out to AKA. You know, we're AKA fans over here. He trains with DC. That's his assistant coach on the wrestling team. He's exactly my height. He's 5'6". He's a big boy like me, fighting at a big weight class. Everything, just like how I used to go hard for Matt Serra, I go hard for Darren Nguyen. I think he wins this fight, and I think the height actually plays an advantage for him. They're both wrestlers. He's going to have a lower center of gravity, and I think he's going to be able to come up with heavier punches up top, and I think he's going to fucking knock out Phil Hawes in the second round. Let's go. Turn me up, never down, baby. Let's go.
Turning you down. I'm turning myself up. I'm going to have to go with Phil Hawes. The guy's in a 7-fight win streak. He's also a wrestler, so we can stop all that bullshit from AKA. Also, Darren Nguyen only won one fight. And guess what? He's 5'6". You can't be a middleweight and be a 5'6". Look what happened to Hector Lombard. He disappeared. Too short. All right, so turn me up, turn you down.
Grandmaster.
What's up?
Hey, my boy going wild with this board today.
Been a while.
Since I could.
All right, guys, those were our picks for today. I hope those help you. Let's have our question of the week that we need you to comment down below. Before we get that,
we got two quick.
We have fan questions.
Real quick. Our boy Nick, who's not here today, he gave me his picks as well too. Just if you guys want to know,
if you care.
For him, he has Mackenzie Dern winning. He also has Randy Brown winning. He also has Tim Elliott winning. He also has Apugov winning, and then he also has Darren.
He chose Darren.
He chose Darren Nguyen right there in the flesh.
Pause guy. That's so weird. Let's let's do some fan questions really quick. Do you mind, Vincent, if we do some fan questions?
No.
Do you hate fan questions with a passion?
That's why I'm here.
You're literally here just for the fan questions?
Now I am, yeah.
Okay. Alex, why don't you hit me with one?
All right, so here's one by a very known person on this podcast. Smance, can you guys give me a kiss? This is a quick one. Could you give him a kiss?
Give your best kiss to the camera.
Give your best kiss.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
What was that? Yo, when this guy has asked to do a bit or perform, he goes ow.
But before he had dialogue from a movie that literally gave us goosebumps, and it literally made fucking Gilbert confused on goosebumps and fist bumps.
Yeah, that performance is so good. He said goosebumps and I fist bumped him.
All right, here's another one. Let's do fitness Graham Man. Is Holloway next up for the title, or does he still have a fight left before he can challenge?
Oh, Vincent, go ahead. You start with this.
Ooh, I think he's gonna be up for the title just because of all the time he's put in, because of his track record, because of how lovable he is, because of his standing with the company. Yeah, I think he's gonna get it.
Ooh, Alex, what do you think?
I do. I think he deserves it, but Max Holloway is a fighter, and he's gonna fucking fight out this fight that he has with Yair. I think Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski are just a couple more levels up above everybody in this division. Yeah. So I think he wins that fight, and then, he fights for the title next. He doesn't need to take this fight, but knowing Max, he's a fucking warrior. He's going to fight the fight.
Ditto to both of you. Alex, give us one more question.
All right, one more. Let's see. This one's kind of hot topic right now, so I'll give it to you. It's by AJ Blanco. Henry Cejudo is teasing and talking shit about Alexander Volkanovski. So the AJ Blanco's question is, if Henry Cejudo actually gets to face Volkanovski, who do you think wins that fight?
AJ Blanco, I'm going to tell you right now, easily Volkanovski. That's a weight disparity. That's so ridiculous disparity. It's too much. Sorry, Cejudo. You also been out of the game. Volkanovski all day. Vince, what do you think?
I'm so mad at myself for saying this, and I'm surprised I'm even going to say it.
You think Cejudo would beat him? Oh my God.
Well, I have to say Volkanovski, but I want Cejudo to win.
Oh, okay. Wow. I thought you were gonna go with Cejudo. I was like, man, actually, I don't.
Hey, what do you think?
I think Volk wins. Yeah, the whole thing is, we talked about this before. Remember, Volk used to be 215 pounds. He was a thick boy.
Rugby.
He was strong. He's really strong. And like I said, I think that's what puts him and Max levels above these other guys in this division. He was ranking like number 2 for wrestling where he's from in Australia and shit. It's like that. It's a big discrepancy, weight disparity, and he wins that fight. I think he could probably finish Henry Cejudo. No lie.
No cap. Guys, thank you for sending those fan questions, but we're gonna also leave you guys on a question answer right now on this video in the comment section below. Vincent, what is the question of the week? Breathe with your mouth. Come on.
What is your because the first ones are too obvious. What's your second favorite UFC fight ever?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's hard because my mind goes to first. I don't even know what the second.
Yeah, but then go to the second.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna think about it this week, and so should you guys. And make sure you comment down below in the comment section. Alex will be doing that. He's gonna comment.
I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna go in Vincent's live stream and comment 35 comments before he noticed me for one.
You're gonna donate another $100. You're not gonna say anything. Wow.
Exactly.
Guys, we love you so much. We want to thank once again our guest host, our first official guest host. He was always a guest, but he was an official host this time because the guy we vibe with him. We love him. We love his channel. He's a good dude all around. You guys already know that. We don't need to tell you that. Thank you, sir, for being here.
Thank you, Papa.
I'm honored. Thank you for asking.
And feel free to just replace Nick because Nick's in Hawaii and he doesn't care about us at all. Doesn't care.
Oh
yeah, there we go. Because Nick is with
my wife. There we go.
Vincent, what are your handles and anything else we need to be on the lookout with you in the future?
No, not really. I haven't made a video in like 3 weeks, so I don't know what's going on with my channel.
You want to address that here? Let's actually make this a clickable and clippable thing. Why have you not posted in 3 weeks?
I'm like Dustin Poirier. I'm just not in love with this no more.
Wow, you heard it here first, guys.
I don't know how many times I've been sitting in front of the computer over like the last 2-3 weeks, and I'm like looking at Jon Jones stuff, McGregor, and everybody hates Joe Rogan. They want him to get off the commentary. Joe Rogan is saying that Biden took a fake shot, and everybody and like there's news, and I'm sitting in front of the laptop, and I'm like, It's like I feel like I don't know if I have writer's block or what, but I feel like I haven't had it in me lately.
Yeah, sometimes you just need some time off, bruh. Just take that rest.
Take that self-care. And if people yell at you in the comments, they can go screw themselves. Come see us. I stopped a 16-year-old from stealing a phone.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me.
Grandmaster.
But if you ever want to jump on this show, it seems like you have fun here. You're always welcome, sir, and you know that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't want to impose or anything, but anytime you guys feel like it, let me know. And I could bug you sometime in the future as well. It's been too long.
Let's do it.
Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to my boy hooking me up with his shirt. Can you see it on the camera?
Yeah.
It says Dogman Walks.
Don't know what that is.
It's my homie. He has a dog. He just started a dog walking business, so I gotta give my boy a shout out because I love my boy and shit. You feel me?
But guess what? If you're gonna support that, make sure you support Manscaped and use the code We Out Here.
You already know.
Or 4.0. Make sure you get it. It's good. It shaves your balls. It shaves your body. And look at Vincent. He needs it. Maybe we'll send him one. If this video gets literally 300 likes, we'll send Vincent. Can you not? I'm in the middle of an ad, bro, for Manscaped.
Hey, that one sounded like a soundboard, huh?
What did you eat?
Bro, I don't know, bro. My stomach is out wow right now.
Guys, make sure you follow Alex's Farts at LitGod, Nick at Nick the Ear, Vincent. Follow all his stuff in Mexican martial arts, and you can follow me at Gilbert. Also, check me out on Your Belly. Alex is always JK News. We love you guys so much. Cue that music.
Yeah.
Guys, that was our show. I hope you loved it. I definitely.
Everybody, give me an We're All Human.
We're all human. We're all human.